right, fam. Today on the real life, we may have some controversy. I think we've got some controversy today on the real life, and I want to talk about it with you. But before we do that, we got our Pilgrim Coffee here. Pilgrim Coffee, sponsored, not sponsored. Pilgrim, hey, if you want to sponsor this show, give us a call. Anyway, we got our favorite coffee. I'm sitting here in the car in the same location, but where's Meg? What, Meg? Where's Meg? Did Meg sleep in? Did Meg quit the show? Fam, did Meg quit the show? We've got some controversy. Meg's not here. I'm running solo today, and I just got to break the news to you. I can't hold it in any longer. Meg did not quit the show. She is taking a 1-week hiatus. She texted me this morning and she was like, hey, I can't make it today. I've got some work stuff I've got to do. And Meg, of course, I totally get it. Meg will be back. Hopefully next week she'll be back. And so we're going to have to just do this without Meg today. I think we can get it done. And today's topic I wanted to talk to you about anyway kind of goes with, not being 100%. We're not 100% on the real life today. Meg's not here, right? Hopefully we're 50. Hopefully I carry 50% of the show anyway. But sometimes in life, fam, and especially this week was one of those weeks where I just could not every day show up 100%. I know we all always say, I'm going to give 100%. I'm going to give 115%. I'm going to give my all. Sometimes, fam, we cannot do that. And on this show, we talk about our struggles. We talk about that everyone struggles. We all struggle. Even myself, even Meg, we all struggle, okay? Everyone struggles. Therapists struggle, attorneys struggle, doctors struggle, Patrick Mahomes struggles. We all struggle, and we talk about it on the show. We also celebrate all the awesome things about us because we are all awesome. And this week, I've had my struggles. And I've had several good things happen also. And I want to talk to you about them. But this week, I did not show up 100%. On some days, I know, Randy, you're always supposed to show up your best. Sorry, that's not real life, fam. Oh, my mom's calling. Hold on just a second. Hello?
Dear.
Hi.
What you doing?
I'm in the middle of filming a show.
Oh no!
Oh,
Hello everyone.
say hello.
Hello.
My mom says hello. Hey, I'm filming right now. I'll call you back in just a little bit.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds great.
Bye. Okay, hi Mom. Hey, shout out to my mom. She's awesome. Anyway, I was not showing up 100% this week, and sometimes that has to be okay. You've heard me say before, 1%, 0.0000001% even is better than 0%. Something is better than nothing, and sometimes we just have to be okay with that. This week, I'm going to tell you, fam, I've been pushing really hard in January to get these shows back up, just to do everything that I've been doing. Physically, I've been trying to hit the gym basically every day. There's a couple days of recovery in there, but every day I'm working my body. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm pushing. And my body this week said, Randy, you got to slow down. And my body, I even said a couple of times this week, I had to remind myself, I said, you got to listen to your body. Because if you don't, your body will keep slowing you down until you listen to your body. And so there was a day this week that I was supposed to do a workout, and I just didn't even make it to the gym. And I had to work through that, fam. I had to work through that because I was like, hey, like, I've got goals, and I'm big on trying just to do what you say you're going to do. And if I say I'm going to go to the gym, then I'm going to find a way to go to the gym. And I just had to give myself grace. I had to give myself grace in that moment. And I was like, can't do it today. Can't do it. And so instead of going to the gym, I took some time and just, I relaxed, fam. I relaxed. I tried to recover my body. I think that is going to be beneficial for me to be mindful of that. There are times that whatever you have set out for, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you may not be able to do it. And how can you be mindful about, okay, I'm going to learn from this experience, and then kind of going forward, that learning is going to help me actually achieve more. And in that moment, I was just like, okay, I'm learning how to listen to my body. There are going to be times that I'm not going to be able to push forward. And by taking this break today, which means that I'm giving myself that rest, that I can get back to it. I can get back to it and actually probably give more on that next run, on that next workout, and future workouts, because I can say, I can work with this. I can give and take in this exercise program that I've got, right? I'll be honest with you. Another one is, can you see this over here? Can you see this? Let me see if you can see this. Okay, we're going live. We're getting right in the moment here. Okay. Can you see this window right here? Yeah, this window, it's really dirty. It's really dirty. That window's dirty. And I was like, hey, maybe I should go give the Jeep a wash. Maybe I should give the Jeep a wash before we film. And I was like, I don't got time, right? And I know a clean wash for you guys, and not seeing that dirty window there, not seeing this dirty window, probably would have been just a little better. It would have been a little better on the eye, but I just couldn't do it. I had to give myself grace. I'm still showing up. I'm still here, right? The point is, hey, Meg's not here. Hey, the window's not clean. Hey, my body is tired. But I'm still finding a way to show up. I'm still finding a way to show up, even though I'm not 100%. Fam, and I'll admit to you, I'm not 100% right now, mentally, physically, but I'm going to give you what I got. I'm going to give you what I got. And my hope is that I'm helping you understand that sometimes you can't be 100%. Sometimes you're going to be 50%. Sometimes you're going to be 20%. And that's just okay. That's just okay. Sometimes we have to be okay with not being okay. I know you've heard that before. It's cliche, but it's true. It's true. We have to accept at times that we're just not going to have it. And by being mindful of that and being aware of it, and then knowing kind of what to do, in the future, I think it actually probably helps us. It helps us because we learn to kind of give and take in that part of life where we need to give and take, right? Right? I mean, it's just kind of like we've heard it being like in harmony before. So I'd be really interested in hearing how you guys do when you're struggling. When you're struggling, how do you show up? Do you show up, or do you pull the blanket up over your head, close the curtains, and say, nope, I'm not getting out of this bed today. I'm not getting out of this bed today. Fam, it's been I feel like I come to you every week and say it's been a tough week. I start out the week, rest up on the weekends, and start the week on Monday, and I'm like, okay. And by Thursday and Friday, I'm just like, and over the weekend, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to kind of like get re-energized, recoup, restore, rest, all the R's, right? I guess they are all the R's. And then I find that energy again, and then and then I get back to it on Monday. So it's been a struggle. I'll also come to you with this. And here's the thing about this show, The Real Life. We're being real here. We're being real, okay? I started eating very well. Intentional, November, the end of November last year, I was like, okay, I'm going to start eating healthier. And I was eating spinach all the time and eggs and all that stuff. I'm doing that stuff, fam. I'm doing that stuff still, but really I'm not being as intentional about it in my diet, in my nutrition. And I think naturally those things just kind of fade as time goes on until you're intentional about it again, right? I talk about intentionality a lot with clients, and I need to start being more intentional again with what I'm eating. Hey, I know it. I've learned it. I know what to do. I just got to be intentional. I got to focus on, okay, for tonight, you're going to have a salad tonight. You're going to have a salad tonight. The last several nights you've had chicken and potato or whatever it would be. Tonight you're having salad. Tomorrow you're, and just being intentional about it. All right. This is the time I would turn to Meg and be like, hey, Meg. Meg's not here, y'all. Meg's not here. Sometimes we just got to make do. We got to make do. And we'll get through it. All right. So those have been some struggles this week. What are some things that I've been proud of this week? It's very interesting to think about that because it has been definitely of a struggle. I always tell clients this. When, I'm going to, let's say I come into your house 10 times. 10 times I come into your house. And of those 10 times, how many times have you seen me come in? Right? Life, grumpy. And I ask a client, and the clients say, most, if not all the clients always say, Randy, I've never seen you grumpy. I've never seen you upset. Like, I think that 10 out of 10 times you've been like happy. You've been, you bring the energy and those things. And yes, I try. Yes, I do. It's intentional. But here's the point. Statistically, 10 out of 10 times I'm not happy. 10 out of 10 times I'm not always the same, right, energy level. But I will tell you, 10 out of 10 times I think about before I go into situations. 10 out of 10 times I think before I go into clients' homes. 10 out of 10 times before I present myself in front of other people, I'm like, hey, this is a situation where I have to go from negative energy to more neutral, positive. And I have to push myself into that energy, right? I have to push myself into it. That's something that I've learned is to be able to control my thoughts and control my emotions and control my behaviors, cognitive behavioral therapy, right? I have to switch that energy. And so even though I have tough moments in life and I have those days that are struggles, I try to present when needed, okay? When needed, I try to present in more of a neutral and positive space. And that's one thing I've appreciated about myself this week is that I feel like I've done a good job of that. I think it's something that I'm really mindful of, that my energy that I come with myself, my personal self, I don't want to negatively impact someone else because my day isn't going well. Someone else's day may be going well or great. And why should I bring my negative energy into their awesome day, right? So I've been proud of that. I've also been proud of that we're just continuing to find new opportunities and new spaces to bring mental health. I've been really excited about that, y'all, with live music and integrative dining. And I've just been really excited. And then, just personally leaning into the things I enjoy, leaning into family and friends and enjoying those things. These have been all things I've enjoyed this week, even though I haven't been 100%, y'all. Even though I haven't been 100%. Things I would ask you to take forward this week. Just think about your own energy. Think about your own self. And when you're not 100%, how can you just make the best of it? How can you make the best of it no matter what percent you are? I always think that 1% is better than 0%. Anything you got is better than nothing, right? And I want you to continue to think about that when you're going through your own life and you're doing your own thing, is how can you just give whatever you can give and be okay with it, knowing that you've tried to push yourself, right? And you can't. I'd like to actually hear, maybe in the comments, what's something you're struggling with? What are you going to push yourself to do, right? This is a conversation. Meg and I always talk about that this is not just for us, right? This is just not for us. This is also for you. And while we come to you with our struggles and we come to you with the things that we enjoy, the things that we're proud of ourselves, we want this to also be for you. We want this to be for you. And we hope that we inspire you. We encourage you to think about your own struggles. Maybe you talk to a friend about your struggles. Maybe you talk to someone that you trust about your struggles. Maybe you ask, hey, what are you struggling with? What are you struggling, friend? What are you struggling, family? Maybe this helps you be more comfortable just talking about the struggles. Maybe this helps you talk more about like, hey, I appreciate what you've done. I'm proud of you, right? Hopefully this opens conversations and doors for you to talk more about the struggles and the strengths in your life and other people's life. That's my hope for you this week, is that you continue to show up, think about yourself, think about your strengths, think about your struggles, and just continue to communicate those. We'd love for you to, down in the comments, we would love to start conversations around that. Meg and I would. All right, fam? Okay, fam, hey, I think we've done a good job. It's been a little tougher without Meg. I love Meg being here and her energy, but sometimes we just got to show up even when things aren't 100% or 110%, and we've got to give what we've got. We've got to give the efforts. We've got to give the energy that we've got, and if it's not our best, sometimes whatever you got is just got to be the best. You hear me, fam? You got me? You see me? All right. Hey, have a good week, and we'll be back next week. Hopefully Meg will be back, and we'll be back with you with talking more about just the real life. Peace.